there's a very sharp improvement on a sequential basis. And also, of course, the presentation which they've given out, we'll talk about that. Dr. Bir Kapoor is joining us now. So, Dr. Kapoor, afternoon, thank you so much for your time. First of all, let's get over with the numbers front. Not only your company, the first 2 quarters are under pressure, and you had indicated that H2 onwards things will start improving. If I were to look at your number on a QOQ basis, is this improvement is what you were alluding to a few months back? And do you think from here on sequential improvement will continue in rest of H2?
Yes, absolutely. I mean, this is in line with our expectation. We had said that the Q2 was almost the bottom and we would see turnaround. And we are seeing some green shoots right now. And as we had indicated that in next few quarters, we will come back to our normal numbers. And we are already seeing a sign of that. And we are very confident that we'll come back to our normal, driven by a huge, return in our fluorochemicals, fluoropolymers business.
Assume that would that also mean that your margins will also start gravitating back towards 30% kind of odd levels, which you have spoken about?
Absolutely. Because if you see our numbers, numbers in fluoropolymers has been lower compared to what it used to be. So, and that's a performance product. And as we see a recovery in these numbers, we would see our margins going up. We are already at 21%, and I'm sure we'll go back to our earlier numbers of 30% or 30 plus margin numbers.
Dr. Kapoor, what the talk on the street, of course, is the fact that you've commenced your EV business funding. Tell us all about this. How did this come by? And does this happen in Gujarat Fluoro, or is it a spin-off of your wholly owned subsidiary?
This is our wholly owned subsidiary, which is GFCL EV. And we are really excited to announce the commencement of our battery chemical complex at commercial scale. And this complex includes electrolyte salt, which is LiPF6, which is integrated along with LIF, AHF, and electrolyte facilities, which are co-located at our Jolwa site. And this is the first step towards our foray into battery materials. And we have already said that we have invested right now close to 650 crores in this and expecting to close close to 800 crores by the end of this financial year. And we have also given a plan because this is an exciting area for us. And this is a momentous occasion when we embark on a new massive growth journey in EV. And this is in a space which has a very, very high potential. This is a high growth area due to energy transition to EV and ESS. Our investment plan, we had indicated almost 6,000 crores in next 5 years with 3,200 approximately next 3 years with asset turnover of 2 and EBITDA margin expectations of close to 25%. So we are really excited because this is an area which we are really, we are in a very sweet spot because we have been in the area of performance products. And this combined with our expertise in fluorine chemistry, AHF handling, fits right into the space where we are in. So we are really excited. And it's a very long multi-decade opportunities. And we believe that we are investing in it at the right time.
Right.
And at the right scale.
Right. Mr. Kapoor, I was just going through your presentation which you've given out after the results, and one particular slide caught my attention. You say that GFCL EV will tap significant global opportunities presented by the ecosystem over next decades. I understand this complex which you're building is obviously the opportunity is 10, 20 year plus. What kind of global opportunities are you indicating towards? Are you in talks with some global companies for supplies? Because you have done significant capex already, so there must be visibility of sales also, right? Talk to us about what global opportunities are you talking about here?
See, if you know, right now, there is already a overall trend. The EV already is big, and ESS in global scale, which is in US, EU. And outside China, there's a significant opportunity. And in lately, due to changes in the regulatory environment, there is a thrust toward finding China plus one. And we fit right into that. And opportunity, if we look at it and talk about it, the global market is going to be almost 100 billion plus in 5 years, which is, I'm excluding China. In the target TAM that we are looking at the 40% of the value of LFP battery, which we had indicated in our presentation. So it's a significant opportunity that we are looking at. And we already have expertise. Currently, if you know, in fluoropolymer segments, we are already present globally, and almost 80% of our market and the volumes are coming from across the globe, whether it's US, EU, or Japan. So we want to leverage on our experience and expertise and go global in this area again.
Mr. Kapoor, point taken, but I also wanted to get a sense from you regarding this EV business. When will the bulk of the revenue start flowing in? Will it happen in FY25 itself? Will it be a while later? Or is it started trickling in already? And you'd also indicated the possibility of a demerger at some point of time. Is that imminent as well over the next 3 to 6 months?
What we are looking at is we expect the revenue to trickle in by the second half of this year, most likely third and fourth quarter, because these performance materials requires validation, and these validations only happen from a commercial plant, not from a lab or a pilot plant. So that's why setting up at the commercial plant is really imminent and required.
FY25 will be when...
Yes, please.
Yeah, so just before we let you go, one quick question. FY25 will be when your EV contribution will be meaningful, or 26 will be the first full year of meaningful EV contribution?
I would say FY26 would be the first full year when we'll start seeing it, because this year we are setting up the commercial plant and have the products which is fits into the the requirements of OEMs. And one part that I missed that you had asked earlier regarding, we are already in touch with all the global OEMs and the battery manufacturer for markets, for getting the product validated. Coming back to the question of demerger, certainly it's a 100% subsidiary, and we would like to look at the funding opportunities. There's a lot of potential in this company because of the business plan. So we would look at right now it has all been funded through internal accruals, but going forward we are looking at it funding through various options, including raising debt or capital through private equity. And this being in a green space has a lot of potential to raise equity.
We will keep tracking that, and as and when you raise that equity, we will be speaking with you. Thanks so much for making time and speaking with us, Mr. Kapoor.